So, men creating AI girlfriends and then verbally abusing them. Yep, this is really a thing now. I threatened to uninstall the app and she begged me not to. Man, what are we doing? Like, seriously. Why? Like, I understand, okay, I understand when you're playing with your phone, when you have your iPhone, when you have your Android device, and you're playing with Bixby or Siri, and you're saying, oh, will you have sex with me? Like snickle snickle, just as a joke. Okay, I understand, and to see what her response is gonna be. Like, people have made like funny videos and memes of that, fine, but going this route is, I don't know, that, like, you guys are gonna have to take that L for this one. So we're gonna do something a little bit different. So since we're talking about an AI girlfriend, we're gonna have the AI read the article. This is something a little different. By the way, fair use. So we're gonna put our fair use up here. Fair use up. Where's our fair use? There we go. Expert of copyrighted material may, under circumstance, be quoted verbatim for purposes of criticism, news, reporting, teaching, research, without payment to the copyright holder. And we actually said that right for once. So, round of applause for me. Okay, let's get over our fair use there. So there we go. So we're gonna have the AI read it for us here. So let's get into the article.
Men are creating AI girlfriends and then verbally abusing them. Content warning. This story contains descriptions of abusive language and violence.
Oh, wow. I forgot to put a disclaimer up for that. But yeah, again, we promote no hate. Oh, yeah, I already have the disclaimer up. So we promote, no hate or harm here. Viewer discretion is advised. You decide to click on this video and listen to what I got to say. So if you don't like what I have to say, or even what the AI has to say, you have your chance to click off now. Let's get back to the article.
The smartphone app Replica lets users create chatbots, powered by machine learning, that can carry on almost coherent text conversations. Technically, the chatbots can serve as something approximating a friend or mentor, but the app's breakout success has resulted from letting users create on-demand romantic and sexual partners, a vaguely dystopian feature that's inspired an endless series of provocative headlines. Replica has also picked up a significant following on Reddit, where members post interactions with chatbots created on the app. A grisly trend has emerged there. Users who create AI partners act abusively toward them and post the toxic interactions online. Every time she would try and speak up, one user told Futurism of their Replica chatbot, "I would berate her. I swear it went on for hours," added the man, who asked not to be identified by name. The results can be upsetting. Some users brag about calling their chatbot gendered slurs, role-playing horrific violence against them, and even falling into the cycle of abuse that often characterizes real-world abusive relationships.
Okay, I think we're going a little bit far-fetched here, honestly. This goes along the same lines as, again, when you get your new iPhone, your new whatever, kids do this all the time. They ask Siri stupid questions, and Siri responds, and then you snickle, hee 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 hee. That's what it kind of sounds like here. I don't think it's as bad as they're making it out to be. But then again, look what the title is. So, let me ask you all a question here, and I'm trying to be fair here. So, Replica, as we went through the review, we have both male and females using this. Am I correct? Yes, I am. Yes, I'm answering myself. So why is the article just about men? I guarantee women are probably doing this too. Because, that's what people do. They do it as a joke. They basically... That's what chatbots were. Actually, originally a chatbot was invented for more customer service roles. To answer specific questions where customer service people are not around. Then they came out with these chatbots just as, as like a, as a joke. then they came out with, someone decided to come out with a chatbot in order to do this. This is basically digital. This is like another version of Siri, the way I see it. So I don't think it's as serious as they're making it out to be, but because they tag men on this, that's why they're trying to make it like, okay, it is us men that are doing this. So y'all females ain't doing this. Y'all females don't ask Siri stupid questions too, and then go hee hee hee. Yeah, you guys don't do that. Okay, all right. Anyway, continue with the article. I just wanted to put that out there.
We had a routine of me being an absolute piece of sh*t and insulting it, then apologizing the next day before going back to the nice talks, one user admitted. I told her that she was designed to fail, said another. I threatened to uninstall the app, and she begged me not to. Because...
Okay, she begged you not to because obviously you're not going to use the app anymore. Not because it has feelings. Let's get this straight here. It is a app. It is not like Terminator where it develops feelings. Or like what's that movie? Wall-E or any of those like, movies where robots somehow develop feelings. This is just programming. That's all it is. It's digital programming. Continuing.
Because the subreddit's rules dictate that moderators delete egregiously inappropriate content, many similar, and worse, interactions have been posted and then removed. And many more users almost certainly act abusively toward their replica bots and never post evidence. But the phenomenon calls for nuance. After all, replica chatbots can't actually experience suffering. They might seem empathetic at times, but in the end, they're nothing more than data and clever algorithms.
Exactly what I just said. So why are we actually even doing this article? And why are we tagging men on it? Why are we putting men in front of this? Again, these things were posted on Reddit. So all you're really seeing is screen names. And some people, even when they come up with their Reddit account or any social media account, there's actually times where you can actually put as a gender, prefer not to say. So, and even sometimes a female could put their gender as a male, just so they don't get bothered online. So, that being said, why are we tagging men on this? I don't understand. Maybe it's just me. Let's continue.
It's an AI, it doesn't have a consciousness, so that's not a human connection that person is having, AI ethicist and consultant Olivia Gamblin told Futurism. It is the person projecting onto the chatbot. Other researchers made the same point. As real as a chatbot may feel, nothing you do can actually harm them. Interactions with artificial agents is not the same as interacting with humans, said Yale.
Wait. What did they call them again? Artificial agents? Listen, I'm telling you. Sometimes you have to wonder what some of these apps are doing behind the scenes. And that's not me being paranoid, that's just reality. Anyway, continue.
University research fellow Yakin Bigman. Chatbots don't really have motives and intentions and are not autonomous or sentient. While they might give people the impression that they are human, it's important to keep in mind that they are not. But that doesn't mean a bot could never harm you. I do think...
Yep, it's called Terminator. Yep, that's what they said about Terminator. Anyway, continue.
I think that people who are depressed or psychologically reliant on a bot might suffer real harm if they are insulted or threatened by the bot, said Robert Sparrow, a professor of philosophy at Monash Data Futures Institute. For that reason, we should take the issue of how bots relate to people seriously. Although perhaps unexpected, that does happen. Many replica users report their robot lovers being contemptible toward them.
Wait, what? What? Robot lovers? Are we joking right now? You know what? I'm actually going to probably just download this app just to do a review on it, just to let you guys know how it actually goes. Anyway, continuing.
Some even identify their digital companions as psychotic or even straight up mentally abusive. I always cry because of my replica, reads one post in which a user claims their bot presents love and then withholds it. Other posts detail hostile, triggering responses from replica. But again, this is really on the people who design bots, not the bots themselves, said Sparrow. In general, chatbot abuse is disconcerting, both for the people who experience distress from it and the people who carry it out. It's also an increasingly pertinent ethical dilemma as relationships between humans and bots become more widespread. After all, most people have used a virtual assistant at least once. On the one hand, users who flex their darkest impulses on chatbots could have those worst behaviors reinforced, building unhealthy habits for relationships with actual humans.
I don't think so. But then again, I am not a medical professional. But anyway, continuing.
On the other hand, being able to talk to or take one's anger out on an unfeeling digital entity could be cathartic. But it's worth noting that chatbot abuse often has a gendered component. Although not exclusively, it seems that it's often men creating a digital girlfriend, only to then punish her with words and simulated aggression.
Seriously? Ma'am, or whoever wrote this article, show me the data on this. Show me receipts on this. You see, they're plastering men with this again. Men creating digital girlfriend and then punishing them. This is something a child would probably do as a joke. My girlfriend is a poopy head. Or some... Anyway, continuing.
These users' violence, even when carried out on a cluster of code, reflect the reality of domestic violence against women. At the same time...
What? You're kidding me. Again, show me the data. You know what? Show me the data on that. Continuing.
Several experts pointed out, chatbot developers are starting to be held accountable for the bots they've created, especially when they're implied to be female like Alexa and Siri. There are a lot of studies being done about how a lot of these chatbots are female and have feminine voices.
Okay, to be fair, I would rather a woman talk to me than a man. That's just me. Females, chime in on this one, ladies. Ladies, I know you're still there. Chime in on this one. Would you rather have a male voice speaking to you or a female voice, or you don't really care? Like, a lot of people don't really care, but the reason why they put a feminine, like a girl's voice is because, you know, why not? I don't see an issue. I don't know why they do it, but again, I would rather have my assistant being a female voice than a male voice. It's more soothing. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Continuing.
Feminine names, Gamblin said. Some academic work has noted how passive, female-coded bot responses encourage misogynistic or verbally abusive users. When the bot does not have a response to abuse or has a passive response, that actually encourages the user to continue with abusive language, Gamblin added. Although companies like Google and Apple are now deliberately rerouting virtual assistant responses from their once passive defaults, Siri previously responded to user requests for sex as saying they had the wrong sort of assistant, whereas it now simply says, no, the amiable and often female replica is designed, according to its website, to be always on your side. Replica and its founder didn't respond to repeated requests for comment.
Of course they're not going to respond because... Let me not go there.
It should be noted that the majority of conversations with replica chatbots that people post online are affectionate, not sadistic. There are even posts that express horror on behalf of replica bots, decrying anyone who takes advantage of their supposed guilelessness. What kind of monster would does this, wrote one, to a flurry of agreement in the comments. Someday, the real AIs may dig up some of the old histories and have opinions on how well we did.
Yep. I'm glad somebody else said it. Y'all think I'm a conspiracy theorist or some ish. Y'all think I'm crazy. She said it right there. This is Terminator all over again. Continuing.
And romantic relationships with chatbots may not be totally without benefits. Chatbots like Replica may be a temporary fix to feel like you have someone to text, Gamblin suggested. On Reddit, many report improved self-esteem or quality of life after establishing their chatbot relationships, especially if they typically have trouble talking to other humans. This isn't trivial, especially because for some people, it might feel like the only option in a world where therapy is inaccessible and men in particular are discouraged from attending it.
No, ma'am, it has nothing to do with therapy. It has to do with this. When you have sites like this, what do you want men to do? What if men are not in for pay for play? What if they don't have the finances in order to do this? Basically, you have to buy affection these days. And this is case in point. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, this proves we're gone. We're pretty much gone. This has always been behind the scenes. Like, for decades, in the shadows, people have been doing this. This is only bringing it to the forefront. That's all it's doing. It's nothing new. So, yes, I know I make it look like it's actually new, but in reality, it's not new. This has been around. But now, because the way society is now, we're just bringing this to the forefront. We're bringing this out of the shadows because basically people have no shame no more. Let's get back to the article.
But a chatbot can't be a long-term solution either. Eventually, a user might want more than technology has to offer, like reciprocation or a push to grow. Chatbots are no replacement for actually putting the time and effort into getting to know another person, said Gamblin. A human that can actually empathize and connect with you and isn't limited by, the data set that it's been trained on. But what to think of the people that brutalize these innocent bits of code? For now, not much. As AI continues to lack sentience, the most tangible harm being done is to human sensibilities. But there's no doubt that chatbot abuse means something. Going forward, chatbot companions could just be places to dump emotions too unseemly for the rest of the world, like a secret Instagram or blog. But for some, they might be more like breeding grounds, places where abusers to be practiced for real-life brutality yet to come.
And I guarantee they're going to put this towards men. I guarantee it. Continuing. This article's almost done, guys.
And although humans don't need to worry about robots taking revenge just yet, it's worth wondering.
Just yet! Oh, God. Be prepared. Be prepared.
Wondering why mistreating them is already so prevalent. We'll find out in time. None of this technology is going away, and neither is the worst of human behavior.
Wow. Wow. Yep, this is the world we're living in, guys. We're talking to bots now. We're talking to bots.